So in the previous video, we talked about the upgrade to the gunner of my Cobra Stinger. So we added a console and a firing control mechanism for the Cobra remotely operated weapon station, or in US military jargon, CROWS, it's going to be Common Remotely Operated Weapons Station. Okay, so this time we're going to upgrade the equipment of the Stinger driver. So this is the current operational kit or loadout or combat loadout of my Cobra Stinger driver. So very different from your standard Cobra Stinger driver out of the box. So we changed the vest and we changed the weapon, and we added night vision goggles to the helmet. Okay, so what is going to be the upgrade for the Stinger driver? It's going to be his night vision goggles and helmet. So the replacement for the current helmet and night vision optics on my Cobra Stinger driver is going to be this Gridiron Studios tactical enemy combat helmet with removable quad nods and goggles. So this time it's going to be quad nods. So that's going to be the SKU, and it's priced at $16.99. So for $16.99, this is going to be the replacement set. Okay, so I'm not affiliated with Gridiron Studios or what. I bought this with my own personal money. Actually, I saved up for it by skipping going to Starbucks to buy coffee and pastries. Double whammy. I am able to save up for accessories and toys, and at the same time, I don't double up on weight. Actually, I'm losing weight by skipping up on my favorite Starbucks run. So this is how the Cobra Stinger driver looks with that helmet. That's just the basic helmet. So we could take a look at the fit. So is the fit as good as the Hasbro helmet? Yes, actually better. So the goggles is attached to the night vision mount. So the goggles, it does not have any straps, but it has a peg on the back, so you just peg that goggle set onto the port, okay, of the that is supposed to go for the nods section. Okay, so we already established that it looks good on the action figure. Now the much needed piece of equipment, the quad nods. Okay, so quad nods down for night driving. So this is how the figure looks, and with regards to the fit, really perfect. Okay, so let's do quad nods up. So very easy. Actually, you just do this. So just use the other peg that is already included in the mold. It's not going to be a hinge system, but it's going to be a double peg system. So 1 and 2. Okay, so let's once again do a side-by-side view, not a 360, because we're interested in taking a look at that night vision optics for the Cobra driver. Okay, so this is actually going to be a completion video, or the last video for my Cobra Stinger upgrade, I mean. Okay, so realistic items or really realistic changes to the Cobra Stinger. Okay, so let's take a look at the driver's side. So with the quad nods, so increases his field of vision at night. Okay, looking good. So let's go towards the section of the gunner. So Gunner now has his combat control console. Very good, very good. For the remotely controlled weapons station, so we already have gone far with our cross system, so it's no longer a four missile system. It's going to be a gun and missile system that the gunner could control with his station. Okay, so aside from the main weapon system, the changes, so we also did that, put a glass covering to the back of the Cobra Stinger, ballistic glass covering. Actually, I already showed that in my previous video, so let's think of it as ballistic glass covering for the Cobra Stinger, so making the cockpit really missions proof. So those guys are really safe in their positions. Okay, so we also have repositioned the bar, which is a basic item when you take it out of box. So instead of putting it on this section, we made it into a bull bar extension, and we placed hem cord on this section, added an axe, so that's going to be paired with the shovel. Of course, if you're going to go on recon missions, instead of a vamp, which is very open, and I didn't like the idea of having an extension on the back wherein a gunner could sit. Actually, that's the most dangerous spot, because if you're spotted by a sniper, then it's going to be an easy shot. And if the vehicle is going to topple or flips over, especially if you increased the size of the wheels, then guess who's going to be mashed pretty badly? It's going to be the gunner. So actually, this is just going to be a two-man system, so extending somebody on this section, I don't like that idea. I just want a driver and a gunner or a recon officer. Actually, he could also make use of the camera's thermal equipment on the electronic module of the cross system, since that thing is also elevated to do recon work or gather intelligence against G.I. Joe. Okay, so we also have a secondary anti-tank weapons system or anti-light armored vehicle weapons system in the form of the Carl Gustav recoilless rifle, which we attached on that section of the vehicle. So it's going to be a man-portable thing, so they could leave the vehicle, they could go on foot and have a better shot at a G.I. Joe vehicle. So the rounds are stationed on this section, so I already showed that in a previous video. So that's it. And just in case that they need to bail out or they run out of ammunition and missiles, they could always make use of the smoke grenades to provide cover as they speed away. So that is the complete missions package for our Cobra Stinger, aside from the other items that are on the vehicle, like the 2 AK-47s with additional magazines, other multi-band radio to connect with other Cobra Stingers in the group, or possibly with Cobra Command. So Cobra Commander could give them the order to attack or retreat. Okay, so making this a complete, not only a night attack vehicle, but also a very nice recon vehicle without the crazy bling. Just the right amount of equipment to do the mission. So if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review. Especially, we're going to have the Dragonfly soon.